Welcome back to Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists. Happy Thanksgiving. Guess what? We're back with the people behind the Macy's Day Parade.
A tradition in this country for almost 100 years, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is not to be missed around Thanksgiving. And these are the people that you know and love that put this thing together.
So let's go all around the table as a family, say what we're thankful for, and listen in.
Soup is off to it already.
Soup has New York rehearsal fever.
Those energetic legs are back in action, and we love to see them happen.
It's us again.
It's really fun to see everybody here.
It's crazy that they never find anybody else for these panels.
I know.
Well, everyone is so busy. I am in charge of the schedules, and unfortunately, I always look and I see that we are the only people that are available for this.
Yes,
Yeah,
So
it's
interesting.
very free, constantly.
Yeah, but
Yes.
what a lengthy when to meet.
Yeah, it was quite a When to Meet. When to Meet is a very specific meeting website that you use.
Never heard of it, and I don't think anybody else has either. Why don't you explain it?
It's kind of a more accessible, cheaply made doodle.
A more accessible. I thought it couldn't get more accessible and cheaper
Now
than
what's
Doodle.
a doodle? Now what's doodle?
What is Doodle?
You
Well,
wanna
you'll
tell
never know
people
because
what-
I use When to Meet.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Number 2.
Yeah, of course.
Let's go ahead and go around and reintroduce ourselves. This is our 3rd year on this podcast, and we love you guys. We love being
We
here.
love you.
What a fun little tradition we have now.
My name is Trevor Sullivan. I'm director of floats at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Okay, Trevs. How many years have you been with the parade?
Oh, gosh, don't ask me.
Okay,
it's
my
one
bad.
more than last year. I'll tell you that much.
It's me,
All
Soup
right.
Senate. I'm a Rockette, still am.
Happy you rejoined, by the way.
I
think
did
that's true.
rejoin.
Yeah.
And I think the CBD you've been taking has really been helping.
It's that and ketamine treatments.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh.
I
So
sent you-
things are a little different every year.
Look, I got an Instagram ad for ketamine treatments. It looks like they're pretty mainstream now.
You can look at us, Trevor.
Oh.
You can.
Yeah, you're really doing
really
barrel
playing
of
it
the
to camera.
lens in a way that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been
What
doing...
are you angling for? Are you angling to
No.
be next year's Santa?
No, certainly not. I have been transitioning the new person to take over for Hoda this year. And
You're
I've
the
been...
new person
You're
taking
gonna
over
take.
for
You're
Hoda?
filling
You're
Hoda's
doing
footsteps.
it?
So...
Wow.
Hoda left in kind of a flurry, and we know she's
know,
been
I
retiring from
watched
the
it.
Today Show.
Yeah.
Very emotional, very upsetting,
Yeah.
and they panicked, and they called me, and they said, we need someone to replace Hoda, and I said, I'm in. And they said, no, we're asking you to help fund the team, and I said, no, I'm actually able to help. And so I'm jumping in, and I'm happy to be there.
That's such a big development in your life, Trevor.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
That's amazing, and I can't wait to get into that. Hi, I'm Viv Tracy, and I am the director of balloons here at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And just like Trevor, I've been here for one more than last year, and I am so excited to get going and talk about this year's parade.
Oh, I'm sandwiched between mom and dad of the
Oh.
Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Stop!
Soup, you
we're
are
one big
so
happy
much more
family.
fun now.
I don't know what I am.
Yeah, what
Soup,
happened to you?
You literally have a new lease on life. It is unreal to watch your transformation, and I'm so deeply happy for you and your
Thank
boyfriend.
you.
Yes.
So excited for you and your boyfriend.
Yeah, your
My
boyfriend.
boyfriend,
We all
Craig
love that.
Ferguson.
Craig
You will not
Ferguson.
stop talking about your boyfriend, Craig Ferguson.
Your CBD, your ketamine treatments, and
And I'm
Craig
dating
Ferguson
Craig Ferguson.
have really
Certainly
made
are.
such a difference in your life, and I'm so happy for my girl.
Thank you.
And it's me, if you may remember or not. Don't scream. All right, Stacy D, but AKA Stiz.
And the crowd goes wild.
And
the crowd goes
wild.
You guys were all
Your
right.
spirit is something that I long to see.
I always say
every time we get together.
stiz it instead of spirit.
What is that?
You're stiz it because your name. You keep going.
Yeah, how about
just
what
am-
you were saying?
I just long to see your spirit, your stiz it. I'll try
Yeah.
it.
Huh?
And
right.
it's just really exciting to have you back. I know this was contentious. We almost didn't make your deal this year.
Oh yeah, because it's gone up.
Way up.
Yes.
It's through the roof.
Can you
huh?
guys talk numbers?
My deal to appear on this podcast or my
Well,
my...
to appear in the parade, I was referring
Oh,
to
yeah,
because you
yeah.
started doing those commercials for
'Cause
Verizon.
I'm doing
where
this for free.
you know you are doing
I'm
this
doing
for free.
this for
we all
free
are
for
for
you guys.
experience and for growth
Yeah.
and for prosperity. prosperity.
Yeah.
There's that amazing Verizon ad where you hold a satellite from space.
Right.
And you did it practically. You did it for real.
Yes, I did. They got me some of the floats rope, the ones for the balloons, and they made it super long, so long that I could lasso the satellite, and then I yanked it down, held it by one string, and I go, Verizon, can you hear me now?
Wow.
I love how much
Wow.
the "Can you hear me now" didn't play into it at all.
I know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what-
Completely
Let
unrelated.
me say though, I was shook to my core when I heard there was a potential of doing the parade this year without Stiz.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say, and I don't want to like make it dramatic, but I will say I thought you thinking you were too big for the parade this year because of that booking. That's what people were saying around town. I don't know if that's how you feel, but
And that's not how we
No,
feel.
that's
I think
not
we're
how it
but like
is.
why?
But-
Yeah,
that there is that sentiment out there that was just, is Stiz coming back? Are we gonna get him? I don't
No,
know.
same stiz, okay? Just same hot ass piece of tail over here.
Oh,
so
geez.
hot.
Hey,
She is
Stiz,
so
you are
hot.
quite the
Just
hot
saying.
commodity.
I'm just
you
saying.
are, and I'm
Yeah.
glad you're still with us.
yeah. What do you mean? Oh,
Well,
that
I
I
think
came back.
parade.
what we're
I
trying
thought-
to avoid, because you asked us not to bring it up,
Right.
is you have gone viral on TikTok.
Okay.
Holding it heavy. Your TikTok channel where you hold the heaviest thing you can.
holding it heavy.
Holding it heavy. And you also kind of interview people about, what they're holding on to. So I thought it was really interesting that,
I like an interview show on TikTok.
It's
I
nice.
love-
I do like that
Yeah.
because there's so
it's
much
really
potential
nice.
for
I love
long
those
form
clips.
content.
I love
It's
TikTok
great.
clips about people talking, like especially
too.
kind of podcasts.
Oh my God!
When
If they
they-
have a microphone in their hand, it's like I'm watching
Yeah,
that.
I'm glued in.
And I love when they do a quick jump back and forth between people
Like
talking.
this?
Like this.
Amazing.
We
I
wouldn't
do
know.
love
what
that.
you guys
We're not.
just did, but okay.
I do love that. I love when they say a hot take like dating is hard in LA.
Couldn't be me.
And then we go back and forth and
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. And
I'm
then
being
you share it.
confused now. I've been in this biz a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Just a
sure.
couple years. I've
Stiz
been
in the
growing and
biz.
growing, right? And I still don't kind of get what you guys are talking about because I'm
Yeah.
pretty, salt of the earth kind of gal.
I mean,
You say that, but your comment section is the thirstiest I've ever seen. They're
thirsty.
all like, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. I'm heavy, hold
Yeah.
me. And they're just obsessed with you.
It's
Ladies just
amazing.
want to be lifted,
Yes.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
I do know what you mean.
Okay.
I heard you get 100,000 comments a day of people saying, "Hear me out."
Yes.
You're tagged in here.
How do you feel about being so many people's hear me outs?
Yeah, so I don't know what that is.
It means
I
that
see a lot of
surprisingly, even though you look the way you do, they'd want to sleep with you.
Oh.
Kind of a backhanded compliment.
Even though I look the way, you mean all the muscles I've got?
Sure.
Because I'm the thickest, muscliest woman you've ever seen.
And
thickest,
boy,
muscliest
you don't
woman
have to
you've
tell
ever
me
seen.
twice.
Sure.
I know.
Those are thick muscles
All
and
right,
bones.
Soup. We'll talk later. I try every year.
You certainly do. You two are always on the outs, maybe
Was
on
I
the
intimate
end.
last year? I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Soup.
cool it down a second.
We
What's
gotta
up?
cool
Hey
it down.
guys, let's definitely cool it down. What's up? I'm Giancarlo. Let's cool it down here. I'm Giancarlo, and I am the filler. I fill any spot needed for the parade. And
Yeah, when they couldn't scrounge up the numbers to get my quote, I heard that you were maybe going to have to solo a balloon.
yeah, I was gonna have to solo a balloon, and I do not have your muscle range.
No, you
would've
don't.
been bad.
It's better when you do like Al Roker's role or like something in the.
When I had
Monty.
to cover for Al Roker, I got a lot of heat. I got because
thought
they
it was
never want
fine.
me. They want me to fill in and become the role. So
Well,
Yeah.
and we hadn't had to fill in for him for about 15 years, so the only outfit we had of his was from his before he lost the weight.
So I was in a huge
It was-
suit just claiming I was Al Roker. It both was racist and fat phobic.
It was in bad taste.
it was
was
not
bad
purposeful. I
taste.
was just trying to do the job.
Yeah.
And I'll
That
eat
you-
that.
and-
And I'll eat that.
And I think, why don't we just review what actually happened last year? Because last time on the podcast, we talked about what we were aiming for. Did you think it all went well last year? And what are we kind of aiming for this year,
Yeah, I think last year was a fantastic year. We did go Uncle Viral. I know everyone was talking around the table about all the fantastic things we had happen, all the musicals that were performing. We got a lot of really exciting things this
Uncle
year.
Viral. The uncles were talking
The uncles,
Yes,
yeah,
Uncle
that's what you
Viral.
want to go
It's
Uncle
the
Viral.
hardest viral
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
because you're competing with Facebook.
And
Exactly.
conspiracy
And it's
theories.
interesting because parades are such, I would say, women driving the interest in parades. So to not go Aunt Viral last year, but to go Uncle Viral last year was a little confusing and unexpected, but nonetheless exciting. I mean, I'm getting so many men named Bill and Eric and John sort of sending emails saying, I love what you did. And of course, we do have to say it is because your dress fell down
Yes,
in the
we
performance.
should discuss that.
I think we can. We can talk about it if we want.
It sounds like you really want to.
want
Yeah.
We can.
We
talk about
did
it
want
if you
to.
want.
I mean, we could be sensitive about it if you'd like us to tread lightly. We can.
No, listen. Rockettes have a really, really high reputation that is hard to ruin. Right, and I've gone viral for a couple things. Right, I used to kick myself in the face, pass out, and then my girls pick me up.
I remember that.
Yes, but this one was crazy because we're not supposed to remove clothing, and there is a really enhanced version of some type of doctored footage of me pushing my dress down, and that's not true. That's fake. It fell off. Okay, so I want to be clear about that, and whatever doctor footage you're looking at that's super enhanced and pixely, if it's pixely, it's not real.
Well, and
that's a camera rule.
so that certainly was a concern and an issue. Your genitals being exposed, of course.
Funnily enough, it actually was posted on the site Doctor Footage. So
was
we just
Dr.
wanted to
Footage.
bring that up.
Well,
But-
that's because somebody noticed something
Yeah.
about your genitals.
Yeah.
Did you get that checked
Please,
out?
Stiz, talk about my genitals.
I would
Please,
love to,
because
and
I
it-
know you were staring, and
And I
I just
was.
want to like talk about
Stiz,
it.
don't
girl,
smirk- don't
hey,
smirk like
girl,
that.
chill. All right.
Listen,
You
I
should be so lucky, huh?
Whoa.
That's right.
okay.
That's right.
It is not a birthmark, and it's not a rash.
Did you
It's
get
the
it checked?
tattoo of a kung fu panda on my lips.
Oh.
A Kung Fu Panda.
Not
Not the Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda.
Good Christ, that was graphic.
A Kung Fu Panda on your lips.
That was, dare I say, one of the most graphic things I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Sorry, our boobs genitals?
And we
Our boobs genitals.
are.
Boobs
They
are
are? I
genitals.
could have went with boobs.
I don't know if they are.
They are, sure.
Our boobs genitals?
I actually,
yeah.
and we are not allowed to comment on this.
And what makes it a genital?
And we're actually in a supervisor position, so I think I'm just going to skate past this one. I was towing the line by saying your dress fell off, and I apologize. I brought this into the space.
You
and
did,
This is
and I had
my
nothing
fault.
to say.
And here's I had no
And I had
comment on
nothing.
I had no comment on the exposure. My problem was, of course, when it came to the floats, the dress got sucked up into the wheel of the Planet Fitness float. It caused Brian Tyree Henry to trip and knock all of Imagine Dragons off onto the
And
ground.
I'll just say this: Michael
But
Bublé
they
was
kept
staring.
doing the song because it worked perfectly. The
Ah!
You back me up. You back me up. Believer. Christmas. Yeah. But Michael
Scream
Bublé
is
could
going
get his eyes
through
off it.
the wheel every
scream,
time.
they were running,
Yeah.
being run over by the wheel as well every time they would go through.
Because they
it.
were okay when they weren't
Ah.
touching the ground. They say, to be a believer.
And
Ah.
that's what
wanted
we
to
learned.
pick
The
the
act was
Truthfully,
when they were under the wheel.
the big learning moment was Brian Tyree Henry is not stable enough to be on a float.
No.
He fell over, you know, and we don't fault anybody for being knocked over. We fault you for being falling over.
And
being
I do
pushed.
fault
being
all those men who were carrying the Minions float, and when they saw your dress roll down, they all went honka honka wooga, and they followed you like a
They kind
sort
of
of.
became minions in a way.
And I
Yes,
thought,
they kind of
I thought
did.
it was weird they were mic'd. I don't know who mic'd those guys. And I thought it was weird because I'll say sound. Let's talk about it. Sound is such an issue when you have a moving show, right?
Yes.
In the
Yeah.
middle of Manhattan, right? And the way that we have in-ears, I mean, the Rockettes do because we get cued in, right,
Yeah.
when it's our time. But, like, sometimes when people are mic'd and we can hear them, all, like, 27 blocks down,
Sure.
it's pretty frightening.
Well, and I want to say this. the fact that you're able to watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade and hear anything at all is a miracle. It's amazing.
Actually one of the pinnacles of human achievement that you
Amazing.
are able to hear. We are playing tracks.
Yeah.
We are doing live performances.
Yeah.
We are cutting to correspondence. It's honestly a symphony.
And you guys are doing a lot, but I do think we don't enough talk about the first AD of the Macy's Day Parade, Bertha. She is the
Oh,
hardest
Bertha.
working first AD I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Stiz.
Stiz.
Are you all right with us talking about Bertha?
Yeah, you can chat about Bertha.
Are you sure?
Are
My
you
new
sure?
girl.
Yeah. Your new girl.
My new girl.
And that's why we
Bertha.
were, because Stiz, no offense, we don't know how long your relationships last, and so
This one's for real.
this
You know
one's
what I
for
like?
real.
You know what I
one's for
like?
real?
This one's for
Have
real.
you guys said I love you?
We'll get there.
Stiz, you know what I'll say?
What do
Why
you
I like
say?
that you're dating Bertha?
Yeah, why?
You have to be on time now. Because
Oh.
Bertha's in charge.
Yeah.
And
I
she won't
know.
let you be late.
That's true.
It's quite the showmance.
You know, it's tough because, as you know, I've done a showmance before.
Yeah. Toy.
Toy and I. My previous long-term relationship, Toy.
Yeah,
And then you guys know, after Toy, just fucked around a lot, you know?
I mean,
Just all the ladies were out here. They're
New
like,
Ye-
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you were called the
I
Rat of
brought
New
my
York.
friends to my birthday, and
That was-
you
and I
made your way through all of them.
got them all.
On one birthday.
And Addison Rae.
Addison Rae loved me.
Yes.
And I was so on her. She's not so great.
I mean, our production office is still stuffed to the brim with letters from Addison Rae, tear-soaked, desperate.
Yeah, and I won't get back to her.
Well, And I will say, I think there is a lot of merit to you being able to get people on your own. But this year, you were telling a lot of people you were the romantic lead in Love Lies Bleeding.
Didn't it look like me?
You were just kind of taking it as your own.
Didn't that look like me?
They're going to look it up on IMDb. You can't say that.
This, you can't say it. It
It's
wasn't
me.
you. It looked a little, I guess a little like you,
It
but
looks
no.
like me.
It's stolen valor,
She was very
Stiz.
muscular, yes.
Believe
Yeah.
it, Adler.
Yeah, and do you know what? That didn't get me as much poon as the parade does. And I'll tell you that. Yeah, that didn't do as much for me as
It's
being
so
like,
easily
hey girl,
disprovable.
hey girl, I hold one balloon all by myself.
Wow.
So that really gets you a lot. But being like, I'm in a movie with what's the other one?
Yeah, Kristen
Stewart.
Stewart. Yes.
That's right.
It
didn't do
doesn't
much.
doesn't do as much. Doesn't move the
I
needle.
tried it though.
But I've heard some buzz. I know we haven't all been given like our assignments and time blocks yet, but I've heard some buzz.
I've been given my potential assignments.
Oh, and what's that?
All. They sent me a list of every single position possible.
Yes.
Okay.
And we can speak to the we've been using Schedulefly to
What is that?
No, what's
so
that?
Schedulefly is sort of like
Isn't it like
Doodle,
when
and it's
to meet?
sort of like when to meet. Yes, exactly. Except the formatting is a little different, and you'll notice the interface also a little different.
Yes. I'm trying to get us to go to CalGlump. I really want to do CalGlump.
And that's my favorite thing about you guys. Every week it's a new app.
Yeah.
Every week it's a new app to
And,
a way
and,
to do
and
a
I
to-do
say
list.
this, you razz me, but if you submit your request on hot schedules, I will be able to accommodate it in 4 to 6 business days.
And we'll be chatting about that on Loose Rope.
I can't wait to connect over loose rope.
The first big booth lap.
Chatting
What
about
is
that on
loose rope?
It's like Slack. Listen,
I am so mad at you. I am so mad
we're
at
having
you
a lot
right
of fun,
now.
by the way,
We're
on
having a
the
lot of
Loose
fun.
Rope.
Yeah.
We did Smash or Pass this year. I think in March for a day. And
Yes,
it was
Is that
so
an
much
app
fun.
or is that a game?
What is
So,
that?
so it's an app and a game. It's an app and a game.
It's a game. So
It's a text game on loose
You
rope.
guys played it. Have sex with somebody
No,
or
no, no.
pass.
It was
no.
it was Smash with a sledgehammer because it will never get in the parade
Yes.
or pass through my inspection.
That's the
Yes.
opposite of that game. Awesome.
So we're not playing it like the dirty version. We're playing it the work appropriate version, of
Yes,
course.
of
And we're not talking about people because that'd be a no-no, of course. So it's sort of ethereal concepts like jealousy, smash, not in the parade.
Yeah.
And so we've had a lot of fun. We do it every Thursday because, as you know, we
do.
ran into some trouble when we discontinued Fry Slay, which is where we
Yes.
text each other pictures of gay people each Friday.
We
This
texted
was
each other.
something we were planning last year,
And then we tried to do
can't it
Buy
anymore.
Slay. Buy Slay lasted a day because we could only do Ewan McGregor, and then we found out that's not even true.
You two.
Then we had a roadblock.
Parade happened.
It is. Do you guys do any work? Like work?
Oh
Yes. Yes, we
Well,
do a lot
can
of
we get
work.
into it? Can we get into some of the floats you guys are
Oh,
thinking of?
I think we
yes,
should announce it.
Some of the
true?
balloons.
Is it true? Is there a Dropbox balloon?
There is a Dropbox
Yes.
balloon. There is
That
a
I heard
Dropbox
you can actually
balloon.
drop
Figured
things into
out.
it. You can actually, when the Dropbox balloon passes, you can upload things to Dropbox, and
Yes.
it'll be in the
Yes.
balloon.
And
There
we-
is a QR code on the Dropbox balloon that gives you a little code to scan, and you can upload any file you want onto that public Dropbox balloon, and all you have to do is log on, and it's a public account, so anyone can access
So
it.
I wanted to bring that up. I just feel like that might be a bad idea for
well,
you guys.
we do have
What's
to give a
that?
disclaimer. We have to give a disclaimer. You
Yes.
can't get it back. If you put something in the Dropbox,
It belongs there.
it belongs there.
It's
Yes.
not a copy.
You won't be getting it back.
You won't be getting it back. We can't take it down for you. We have to, it remains in the Dropbox, and it remains there forever.
Can I say something? Doesn't that just feel like you guys are gonna have a balloon full of dicks?
That's what I was thinking. That's literally what I was thinking.
You're gonna
I'm
have
sorry.
a balloon full of dicks.
Doesn't
Should
that
we
just feel
sidebar on
like-
this? Because this, that
Keep me
thought
in the
never crossed my
sidebar,
mind.
Well, I'm
please.
confused because it's going to be files.
I'm confused. It's files, so it would be
JPEG.
PDFs. It
we
would
were
be pictures.
we were going to be encouraging PDFs,
Word documents.
Excel sheets.
Yeah, and so if it's a Word document, you can't put a dick in there. There's no way.
You didn't
Right?
think people were gonna be sending photos only? The thing we most easily from your phone can send. up
Totally, I
into-
totally hear your point.
Right.
And,
So
and what I
let's-
would say is, what I would just say, and I think I can handle this.
Yes.
That's our business, not yours. I think so. Just handle
Well,
it. On,
it's gonna be okay. It's gonna
Yeah.
be okay, and
Right.
maybe we should, as John Marco said, cool it.
Okay.
Because, and we're gonna sidebar on this on loose rope because I
Yeah.
actually never thought of that. I
Yeah.
actually never thought of that, and so that's really interesting to hear because I never thought of that.
I would like to announce some floats.
Yes.
We
Let's
can move
do
on a little
it.
bit.
Yes.
Sure. Go ahead.
This is one of my favorite floats. On the liquid death float is Tyla singing a Christmas version of Water.
Make me sleigh, make me Santa, make me lose my snow, make me Santa. We're really
That was
excited.
really good. It was very, very good.
That was good.
Oh my
Really
god,
excited.
That was haunting.
Wow.
That's gonna haunt me in my sleep.
And it's only jingle bells that accompany her. She's so talented.
Yeah.
She's so talented.
Tyla is the future. I am so excited we have her. We signed an exclusive deal with her. She's only going to be writing music for floats for the next 10 years.
Yes.
Genius.
Yes, we got her on floats.
We
We're
got her on
very
floats.
excited. $1 billion contract.
I'm
And
very, very excited.
so then, of course, we have, following that, we have the vitamin water hot air
More
balloon.
water?
yes.
Vitamin water.
So far it's Dropbox and Waters.
Where the cartoons at?
So we've
really good
experienced
questions,
some changes, and we are in a little bit of a fight with Universal, but not NBC because they produce us. But the Universal
Yes.
side of NBC Universal, we're having a little bit of a tiff with. So it's been tough to get any cartoons. So we've mostly been reaching out to companies, and so we will have a vitamin water hot air balloon. And their big slogan right now, I don't know if you've heard it on podcasts, is vitamin water. It's from New York. So they are going to be airdropping a bunch of Al Pacino impersonators from the hot air balloon, and they're going to skydive in and do a little dance.
Like rats.
That's
It's going to be so fun.
scary.
It's going to be so fun.
You're so right, though, Stiz, about Waters.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going on to perform with my sisters right after Muna sings on the Dasani float.
Yes.
Just floats of
Yes.
water?
So should we announce the theme? The theme is wet.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I
Wet
can
Christmas.
Get behind this.
Wet Christmas.
Wet Christmas. As we know, the Thanksgiving parade is about Thanksgiving. It's not about Christmas.
Right.
Of course.
It's very important to honor that. But it ends with Christmas. So we're leaving you on Wet Christmas. It's kind of a Knives Out style mystery
Yes.
where you
Oh,
see
an
a lot
old
of stuff.
movie.
We saw Knives Out and we
We
said,
saw Knives
let's
Out.
do that.
And we
that's
talked
old.
through the whole thing.
We talked
That's
the
a really
whole
long
thing.
time. That's a little past my
How
time.
are you going to do Knives Out style floats? What is this like?
There's clues, and then at the end you find out what it is.
Oh, like just a mystery.
So there's a murder mystery that takes place, and if you have eagle eyes, if you are looking carefully at all of the Easter eggs hidden within all of the floats and all of the subliminal messages within each of the songs, you will be able to put together who the killer was.
And the killer is the theme, Wet Christmas.
Okay, then.
Spoiler.
Wow.
It's really, really fun. We
Yes,
don't
we're
have
very
all
excited.
water, though.
No, because
No.
I have already been assigned a first-time balloon.
Yes.
Yeah, this little gal. I don't know if you heard of her, Minnie Mouse.
Minnie
Oh
Mouse.
my God.
For the first time in the history
Of the world, of the universe, even.
of the Thanksgiving Day Parade
Yes.
at Macy's, Minnie Mouse is getting to join her hubby, Mickey Mouse, as a float.
It's a
I mean,
girl's
as a
year.
balloon, as a
She's
balloon,
a
as a balloon.
It's a girl's year. It's a girl's year. The Rockettes are actually dressing up as Minnie Mouse to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Year of the Mini.
Yeah, but I think that you guys, you were mentioning my quote and about how it's higher. I think I know where the money came from because when I walked in to rehearse, I practice lifting the balloons, so I
usually
can.
watch.
That's
Just
always the
do
most
it.
incredible part is before the balloon's inflated, you lift it
I
up.
just lift it to make sure, okay, and I give some notes here and
Yeah.
there. But when I walked in, it was the Mickey balloon, and they were just kind of doctoring it and painting it like Minnie's polka dots and then
Oof.
putting a bow on it. They didn't make a whole new balloon. Is that to pay me? Was that to pay me?
Well, we can talk about the balloon budget, of course, and simply we did have to move some things around, of course, to accommodate Stiz.
I mean, she doesn't look great. She kind of looks like a bit
Well,
of a mess.
I think that if you squint your eyes and if you look at this balloon, you will notice that it is
like
Minnie
you
Mouse.
Minnie
put
Mouse.
the makeup on Mickey Mouse.
With all due
know?
respect, you're looking at her belly, and you can't see her from above like we can. So her belly, yes. Your view, it is maybe not the preferred view, but we have paid the money to make it look right at the right angles. So from the cameras and from above, it's going to look like Minnie Mouse.
Okay. If you say so.
I mean, we know so, and we have to hope so.
And we have to hope so,
Because
yes, exactly.
you could give me money from somewhere else. Maybe like some of those charities you take money from, you could use to pay me instead.
Well, we could, but in hindsight, we can't because we've already given you the money because you asked for a 4-month advance.
I
on
did.
Your
I
entire
needed to
check.
pay for a lot of stuff.
Well, like what?
Like what?
Well, I'm trying to move.
Good.
You're trying to move out of the boathouse.
Yeah.
You should
Final,
with your ex
especially
like
if you're
Yeah.
now dating Bertha, you
Yeah.
should not live in your ex's pool.
Well, Bertha doesn't have a pool, so
Thank
I'm
God.
using part of the money to build a pool in the back of her house.
Just buy it.
God.
Get an
So that
apartment.
I
Just
gotta
go,
live in a
go to
move
the
my houseboat now onto her pool.
You don't need to
Instead.
do it
Now,
that way.
why does it
And-
need to be a houseboat?
And why does a houseboat in this situation need to be on water?
And I'm going to speak for Viv and the entire Macy's team. To see the way you use the money we find you is disheartening. It's
tough.
disheartening and
It's
frustrating.
tough.
It's my
That's
money.
Stiz's money.
That's
Get
right.
your mind out of Stiz's money.
That's right.
It's hard
Sue.
for me to hear, especially because I only make $25 for this whole event.
Yes. Welcome back to ad on ad on ad on ad. And right now we are talking about Hello
Fresh.
If you're a young creative in Hollywood bouncing from the studio to the set to a general meeting to a coffee to pick someone's brain, you're going to need that fuel to get you to your next thing. And HelloFresh is that thing.
But how do I do it without spending so much freaking money?
Well, got to get on HelloFresh. You got to pick your plan. They have tons of options that you can customize and you can make in your own kitchen. And it's easy.
And all you snuggly actors out there with your warm scarves and your cute little coats going to callbacks and doing self-tapes, just know they've got a wonderful fall selection. So fall up your fall with HelloFresh's fall recipes right delivered to your door.
Exactly. Fall up your fall.
recipes.
With
Fall up your
HelloFresh.
Fall up your
No,
fall.
but-
Fall up your fall if you could.
In all seriousness, I want you to picture me. You're in my apartment, and I go, do you mind if I just whip us up some fresh bagels?
Mhm.
When do you hear someone say, I have bagels in the oven? I had the bagel part of the HelloFresh box, and they already came, and all I had to do was put them in the oven, and they were fresh bagels, you guys. That's like making muffins, but bagels is harder.
It's like making muffins, but bagel.
But
bagels.
So
And I was
picture a muffin.
I just
So
feel
picture
like you
a
never,
muffin,
no, but
but
honestly,
bagel.
I feel like you never go like, oh, I have bagels in the oven. It's always
Literally.
like,
No.
I have something like super easy and dumb in
I
the
also
oven.
tried the bagels. They truly kind of changed my life. They are amazing.
Like a fresh freaking bagel.
And if you want to try HelloFresh, you can get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/freeartistsx4. Applied across 7 boxes, new subscribers only, varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/freeartistsx4.
Wow.
HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
That was it. That was
That
it.
was it.
Is that it?
That was so fun
That was
because it's
Hello
Fresh.
Thank you so much.
When
for
you're
your
the
service.
swing for the entire Back to the Future Broadway number,
Yes.
you covering the Mandalorian's choreo, that's a car.
The Mandalorian's choreo,
The
yeah.
Mandalorian
Not
is
the
a car?
DeLorean.
I
No, it's all right
Mandalorian.
because it's such a
I
great
have
idea you
An
guys
epic
came up with.
crossover. An absolutely epic crossover. Doc and Marty meet the Mandalorian in a DeLorean.
In a
And
DeLorean
Baby
from
Yoda,
Doctor Who.
Groot.
That's an idea we
Groot,
came up with on
Groot.
Loose Rope. We were doing a one-word story as an exercise.
Do you work? Do you guys do work?
Yes, we actually do more work than you could ever possibly imagine, which is why we have to girl out on Loose Rope.
We do
as
girl
much as
out.
we can.
So, who's the musicians we have?
Oh,
Sorry.
Demi Lovato
Okay, love them.
will be singing a gorgeous rendition of Confident on a float that is the Fisher-Price xylophone float. And we are so excited.
And she's singing it. It's a Christmas version. And she, what's wrong with Ahmed? She's a reindeer. She's Comet,
Yes,
the reindeer.
and she is Comet, and she's saying, "What's wrong with being Comet?" Yes,
Now, does the xylophone work?
yes, it works too well.
Yes.
It
actually,
works too well.
a
and we're
child,
trying to fix that right now.
One of the children of the people in our office was actually bigged. Turned
he
into a
became a
30-year-old
grown man.
And he played the xylophone and he jumped around and it was really fun. It was a fun day.
That
we
sounds like
check
the
on that guy?
craziest day.
It
The
was
way you guys think of your ideas is insane.
it was my buddy Gil's child. They're doing okay. He took a couple weeks off after he bigged and then he came back
Yes,
to
and
being a
they're-
kid. He's
and
having
they're
an issue
okay.
transitioning back to being a child, but they're gonna be okay.
Are we doing the REI float again this year?
We are doing the REI float. Benson
Yes.
Boone is going to be strapped into the sky, singing
Rock
on
climbing
a rock
and
climbing
flipping.
bowl. Yeah, he's going to be flipping and rock climbing. He's going to be singing one of his many songs on the REI float.
That's so exciting.
It's kind of our naughty boy era. We call it the Hall of Naughty Boys. There's 3 floats. It's REI with Benson Boone. And then it's Jiffy Lube with Hosier, followed by the final pièce de résistance, a Nutrisystem with Noah Khan.
Noah System.
And
Or
Noah
Nutricon.
System. Noah System.
That's crazy because you didn't have to do 3.
You really did. There
really
didn't need to be a
And
bad
then-
boy hall.
You sort of just went for it.
But
huh?
I would actually
It's
love
a
to.
naughty boy hall.
I'm
actually,
sorry.
just to clarify.
One of the mottos for us at our office is we have to go for it.
We have to go for it. It's sort of an imperative. It's what all my alarms say in the morning. We have to go
Hey,
for
wake
it.
up.
There's actually no other way this comes together if we don't have to go for it. So we have to. We have a little motto: ABW. No, AB. No,
W?
ABA. Always be, always go. We have to go for it.
Always be always. We have to go for it. I gotta say, guys, one of the worst mottos I've ever heard. Definitely does not need.
And I can't even hear that because I'm already. We have to go for it.
And we simply don't have time to revise it. Giancarlo, I wanted to talk to you about something that I'm very excited you could be doing. We have, of course, this is an Olympic year.
Yes.
And we
Yes.
might be having you fill in for Ray Gunn.
Oh no, that's the dancer.
The
Yeah.
dancer, the Australian
yes,
dancer.
the Australian
Yeah.
dancer.
I heard you guys are getting. You're trying to get actual ray gun and then a bunch of tomatoes so the audience can throw it at her, almost like a form of shame thing that's
Yes,
going on.
Ray Gunn is
Yes.
currently on the Lockheed Martin float.
And yes, and Reagan actually came
because
to
they
us.
loved her name.
She's going to be she's tied in with, of course, the musical stylings of Rodrigo y Gabriela. They're going to be doing some incredible Spanish guitar.
That's amazing. Well, actually, speaking of the Naughty Boy hallway, I'd actually love their contact information. You've got it. I've actually started this thing. It's really cool. It's just a bunch of guys having dinner, no phones, no alcohol, just talking about ideas.
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh,
talking about ideas.
you're behind that masculinity salon
It's
that
a
I keep
masculinity
seeing
salon.
Instagram
and
ads
people are calling it a
for.
masculinity salon. I call it boys' night. Boys' dinner. But it's really about kind of like entrepreneurs and.
Want to invite Hosier?
I would love Benson Boone Hosier and Noah Khan.
I
I
mean,
think it would fit right in there.
there's-
Yeah, I mean, we could try.
There's no phones allowed, but wasn't there some leaked audio of one of your
Yeah,
dinners?
there's been some leaked
we
audio.
play
Can we play that
Please,
leaked
I think we
audio?
have the clip
Audio.
right
Yeah,
here.
okay. Hey guys, so how's it going? How's everybody doing?
Freaking slut cut me off on the highway today.
Yeah, she's a was a bitch.
Wait,
the
what?
restraining order wasn't
guys-
right.
Well,
It
you have
wasn't.
the-
They're always out to
Yeah.
get me.
Wait,
Get
what
on
are
here
you
and give me
what are you
your
guys talking
feminine
about?
wiles.
Those women are liars. They're always out to get
They're all-
me.
yeah, don't believe them. Check their phones and don't. They eat yogurt and it's not good.
Hey man, there's nothing in your fridge. Do you not have a woman shopping for you in this house?
What? No, I have a bunch of food here. You don't need to look at my fridge.
Wait, let me look in here.
Let
There's
me-
nothing in this
There's
fridge.
nothing
Can you-
in there,
oh,
right?
Oh my
Can
God! you
every
can't find-
guy get out of my fridge? I thought this was going to be a fun
Hey,
thing.
hey, guys from outside, come inside. Look at this empty fridge.
Oh
Check
wait,
this out.
man, this is where we're eating. What is
So
this?
yeah, the first meeting didn't go as well as I had planned, but we're trying again. We've had a couple other successful ones.
Giancarlo, can I suggest something that
Yeah.
I've learned? at
I didn't
our
invite
offices?
any of those guys back, by the
If
way.
I could
so-
suggest something, delete footage if it doesn't serve you.
Wait, that's
Yes.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yes.
It's crazy you have a boys club because literally some of the Rockettes, the spiritual ones and the Christian ones, we have like a group.
Are you a
So the
spiritual,
spiritual,
or a
like the
Christian
woo
one?
woo ones.
Yeah, so we're like meeting every Thursday night. And
Do you guys
the-
just fight the whole time?
No. We have some audio too. We could-
Oh, you brought the audio.
Oh,
You wanted to show this audio off.
you
You
were
were
about
about
to
to leak
listen to
this
this.
audio
You don't mind-
from the
You're leaking
Rockettes.
it now?
It's almost as if you brought up the audio unprompted.
So, like,
You're leaking your own audio.
I brought it, and I brought in a couple different file versions so we can play it.
So I'd love to.
Oh
hear
yeah,
it.
look at
Let's
this. It's a
play it.
Wave
like,
MP4. You can play any.
Oh, you
Yeah,
got
sure.
M4A.
Okay, yeah. let's play. So
Transcript
this
in
is the
case we need to read
Christians
it.
and the spiritual women meeting up.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I really wanted everyone to hear this. So.
Let's play it.
Great.
Men are such sluts.
Men are,
Men cut me off on the
everyone's-
highway.
they're all whores, and my restraining order doesn't make any sense.
I was just in your fridge. Why is it so fucking full?
Your fridge
Oh
is so
my
fucking
God,
full.
it's so full, my fridge. I'm
Hang on,
so
I have a
sorry.
question. So who's the tattoo artist that gave you the?
Oh,
So
I'll give
who's
you her
the-
things. She
Let's
did
see.
my lips.
Yeah. No, that's not what I thought you meant.
So I
You
felt
said
like you were
lip.
just trying to play that audio so you could hear the thing about the lips again.
Oh no, we're talking about my tattoo again.
My goodness.
I swear to God, that footage is doctored, and that clip is real.
When you talk, I blush and get as red as Peppa Pig's
do.
britches. I truly.
get so itchy on my
You're as-
neck,
I'm
like
sorry,
some
you're as red as
paperwork is
Peppa's
on the
Pig's
way.
underwear.
Peppa Pig's britches. Aren't those pants in British?
Bridges?
Bridges?
I thought it was.
I thought
Yeah, I think so. Britches,
It
pants.
could be underwear. We actually should sidebar about this, and we should look up, and we should delete any footage from this that doesn't serve us.
And I'm so sorry.
This year, I think what's important is like trying not to go viral because I think people think
Yeah.
like
We've walked into a lot of accidents. I've walked into a lot of accidents about people going like, "That's not
your
who that's
your
supposed
track
to be."
is just accident prone
Yeah.
because you're never really
it's.
prepped.
I'm kind of trying my best to blend in, and I never really do.
Yeah. The internal goal is to just have another one. That's what we're hoping. This just feels like another one. Yes. It doesn't feel like the big one. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like one to remember.
Yes, anytime someone says an idea that's a little bit too big of a swing, we send the DJ Khaled GIF that just says another one. Like, just remember,
We
another
love that
one.
one.
Which
We
I
just want
will
another
bring
one.
up. One of my worst times was when you guys made me fill in for DJ Khaled. That
Yes.
was a
Yes.
really hard fill for me.
Easiest script I would say we've ever given you.
One of the lowest lines I've ever had to learn. You guys told me just turn off your brain, and it really helped. It really, really helped.
Yeah.
What's awesome too about this year is you're not like asking for our vax status or anything like that. We're not doing masks. Thank God. We can just be out there, and we don't need.
You don't
any
have
of
to
that
bring this up
We
every
bullshit.
really don't
Yeah,
need it.
we
don't
It's
bring
so
it
far
up
past.
every
We
year.
don't need to
We're
bring it up.
so
Bullshit.
far
We're like
past
away
it.
People
Today
can wear
will be
masks
the
if they
first
want.
time
That's-
we have a parade without a little bit of mind control.
Okay.
Without all that fucking mind
All right.
control.
Okay.
I have a small question because you said that you sort of send that DJ Khaled, whatever you set out when there's too big of a swing idea.
Yeah.
Sounds like all your ideas are kind of huge swings. So what's like a rejected idea that was too big based on all the other
Yes.
things that you've said that are sound really big?
You
Oh,
poked
yes.
the
This is
Really?
very
Yes.
interesting.
Like,
Well-
what do you say no to? Everything you've said is kind of crazy. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Well, we do take big swings, but sometimes huge swings are a little tough. And I don't know if we should bring up legally the water park float we had in mind.
We
but
can bring it up. I mean, it was in theme, and I'm sad. They say kill your darlings, and this literally was my darling.
Yes,
We
yes.
can talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was going to be, we were going to do the entirety of Hurricane Harbor on wheels, and we were
dirty.
going to have Mason Ramsey singing at the top of the log
Mason
ride.
Ramsey, not the
Yodel
not the
kid.
yodeling cowboy.
Yeah.
Yes, the yodeling
Yodel
cowboy.
kid.
Yes, Yodel kid. He was gonna be on top of that, and
Okay, so I get it. When you say big swings, you mean size. Just that
Size.
it's
Yes.
just
Yeah.
a bigger
Yes.
float.
And here's a
Just
big swing
big.
that
Not an idea. The
you know-
idea seems equally as crazy to all of the other
Yeah.
ideas that you have already
What
said
I will
are
say,
happening.
and this was a big swing in scope as well, and in size. We were gonna have, the Emmy-winning show Hacks wanted to do a Deborah Vance float this year, and we made a giant Gene Smart, and it just looked mean. It just looked
Yes.
mean.
Okay,
it's hard to make a big bust of a woman without
Got
it
it.
looking like something is up.
And so you guys, could you send that actually to where I live now?
Oh,
Well, I mean, I think we
sis.
do. We actually built the whole float, the whole
You can
balloon.
use it as a houseboat.
Could no, I
It
don't. wanna.
floats.
What do you want to do with that balloon?
I would park it next to my houseboat, and then my houseboat and that float can be dating.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I heard about this.
Everything
I
for
saw
you
your
is
houseboat
sex.
on Hinge yesterday.
Everything is sex.
I saw your houseboat on Hinge yesterday.
Are you
And
on
Raya.
Hinge,
You're trying to get.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get your boat a
I'm
girlfriend?
trying. I'm trying. That's why I need so much money to. I need a huge pool.
why I see your boat at wine bars all the time.
my boat pulls up
In Nickel Park.
Yeah, it's actually a problem. Sometimes I come home and the houseboat's not there.
Your houseboat posts Instagram stories in a way that I know that they're single, and I
Yeah.
can't put my finger on how,
Can't
but
put
you
my
can
finger
just
on it.
tell the difference.
I love going to a wine bar and seeing your houseboat and being
Yeah.
like, "Is this house is dating?"
Yeah, my houseboat got closer than I ever have to getting with
No.
you. Can you
No
believe
Everyone
way.
wants to get close to the
Can
Kung
you believe
Fu
it?
Panda.
But
And
we
that
can't.
can't-
Only Craig
that's-
Ferguson can get in there.
Only Craig Ferguson.
And that's my boyfriend.
Look, Stiz, I do have a little bit of a bone to pick with you because
Ooh, a bone.
you broke my bicycle's heart. Your houseboat broke my bicycle's heart.
What kind of bicycle do you have?
You
Built
ride a
for
bike?
two.
Well, that's because my houseboat
One for
wasn't.
two?
It's
Built
a
for two.
tandem bike, right?
It's a
Yeah,
tandem
my
bike.
houseboat wasn't ready to try a thruple yet, so it,
Well,
it couldn't
also
really.
They're
built
both
for-
very
Built a
sad.
tandem bicycle? You know they're in Improv 201. You just got it, and it's not going to work, you know?
I don't
That's
know
an
what you
ugly
mean.
stereotype.
I don't know what that means.
What is
You know they're in Improv 201.
I don't even know what that is. I go
Giancarlo,
to the gym.
we have been sending him to improv classes because we don't know what he's going to do every year.
Yeah.
So we send him to improv classes.
So and now I'm just ingratiated in the scene. I'm trying out for Herald Team.
Oh, that's
Do you guys know what
amazing.
that is?
No, I don't know what that is.
So what? From my understanding, what it is, it's this very specific type of improv that's very funny, but I don't really know or how. But it's really, really
Are
funny.
there any songs?
No songs.
Oh, is it like stand up?
Not like stand up. It's like have
Does
you
it
guys
walk
seen?
in a line?
Is
Have
it
you-
like whose line is it anyway?
So yes, but no. It's
Does it
nothing
walk
like
down the line?
no. Have you guys seen any episode of
Is it a
Seinfeld?
line?
Seinfeld? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm told it's like that.
You know, they did a very, very funny Woody the Woodpecker float
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
We watch it all the time.
Yes, we love it. Anytime we need a little bit of a relax.
Seems
It
like
does-
you
it
guys
just
are
makes me go to
only
sleep.
relaxing. You're just playing games
Yeah.
together.
You're like
you-
mobile gaming,
watching
and that's
shows.
I would say what your muscles are to your body, our brain is to ours. You know, we're working hard,
Okay.
and sometimes we do need to relax, and there's a
Yeah.
corporate structure around what we do that allows us to zen out at certain moments, but it's because we do
So
extreme work
those
otherwise.
things are like my steroids.
Sure.
Yes,
Sure.
yes. When we
Steroids.
send Sudokus back and forth to each other because we hold each other accountable Sudoku wise, and we have to each have one done by 10 a.m. and
It's
it can't.
so important to be held accountable, Sudoku.
It's so important because otherwise you could fall off. You
Yeah.
could slip, and then all of a sudden you're not working out your brain like you have to. And I will say, I to your point, I am going to. I will be sending you a formal request on Hmail.
Great. Great.
to maybe lower the amount of brain releases that we are doing, because in a certain times they are sort of overtaking the actual work that my brain is trying to do. So
Get them my way and we'll synthesize it and we'll see if that's if that acquiesces in
I
what we're
can't
doing.
wait to
you
see if
guys-
that acquiesces.
Yeah.
Accountability is so important.
Do we still have Bobby that books all the high school marching bands?
We do have Bobby. Bobby is transitioning to becoming an AI program, but
Oh.
no, it's okay.
Is he becoming an AI
His
program, or
consciousness is
he-
being uploaded. Yeah.
Yes,
So-
yes.
not what I
Oh,
thought.
that's great.
He's getting paid his worth.
So he's actually
Yes.
going to be working forever,
Yes.
in a way. Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we're very
Wonderful.
excited about
It's his
that.
big reward, and we're so happy for him.
Should we talk about AI in the parade?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
sure.
you guys have it in the parade this year. I guess we got
Yes.
that email.
Yes, there will be
Yes.
AI. It is very
You guys
exciting.
tried to AI a parade. Have
There's a
AI
chat-
fully build a parade.
There's a Chat GPT
Yes.
float this year, and it is shockingly good.
Because it is trying. We asked it to build itself, and
Yeah.
it's almost there. It's really
Wow.
almost
Scary,
there.
terrifying.
It's
Scarily
gotten
almost
gotten
there.
really close. What it can't really do is move, and so
Correct.
we're waiting on that. And we have our developers working round the clock trying to teach ChatGPT to move itself down the
Yes,
street.
We talk about AI at these men's meetings that I'm hosting so much.
I bet you do.
It's really interesting.
We've heard it.
You know, yeah, it's like really interesting, the future of AI, and we're kind of all really excited about what we could do in terms of kind of like systemizing and setting up kind of schedules for everything in our lives, and for our entrepreneurial ideas.
That's not what the audio sounded like.
Oh, what? Did it? You guys have the audio?
Yeah, we have it.
Yeah, we
Let's
do.
give it a play.
Okay.
So I
So
can't wait to
AI,
make this
guys.
robot learn how to suck my dick right.
I'm trying to teach a robot how to jack me off and also do my taxes.
I need a robot to give my girlfriend I need a bitch to.
robot to clean my ass, otherwise it's gay to touch it.
Can AI eat my girlfriend's pussy on her birthday?
Because I don't wanna, you know what I mean?
So
I don't wanna
again,
touch
I didn't invite any of that. Was unfortunately I sent the email to a retirement home, and a bunch of old men showed up, and they were hungry and opinionated. So that was a bad
You
one.
should
I tell you,
stop
there's
teeing
been
them
good
up.
ones. There's been good, healthy ones.
I
That
just
was
haven't heard one
bad.
yet. I just haven't heard one yet that's been healthy, and I'm trying to take your word
Wow.
for it, but it's a little
Well,
tough.
yeah, one of them said, "Can I train my AI to eat my girlfriend's pussy?" Jesus,
Goodness gracious.
I'm not. I just want to know. I'm not trying to host those kind of parties. There's
Okay,
other
but
really
that's
good
the
ones
type
that
of
we're
party
hosting.
you are hosting.
No.
Just
I'm
take
hosting.
that in, however
I'm
that
hosting
feels.
event with.
Hey,
Just
I'm
take it
gonna
in.
hold something heavy, and you're gonna hold this, okay?
You're
Wow.
podcasting me, aren't you?
Yeah, you have to be able to hold that these things that you are holding in your home are not what you think they are.
Wow.
They're actually like some kind of man's rights guys that show up to your house.
I said no man's rights. It's not about that.
Okay,
Oh my God, 3 women are just pounding on the door with Stiz shirts.
I'll be there soon. We're wrapping up, I think. Are we wrapping
are
up?
those
I don't
women?
know.
Oh my God, it's the Heim sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, the Heim sisters.
That
Yeah.
sounded so like what you just did right there. I forgot to tell you, I loved your episode with Esther Perel and Toy about
Oh.
like
Yeah.
navigating your
Yeah.
guys' break.
And
was
she did
really
couples therapy.
brave.
The big two did Orna.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our season, she edited out a lot of it.
Mm.
You know what I
to
mean?
make Toy look good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of my shares that didn't make it in, so you can't really understand
what were
I
some of your
was
shares?
going through. Stuff about Toy, like how she doesn't really listen to me because I always want to I should be in charge. You do what I say all the time. You know what I mean?
And they edited that
yeah,
out.
they didn't like that.
That's
Weird that
actually
they didn't
very,
like that.
very gracious that they edited that out.
I want that in because that's me.
Oh, I love Stiz.
Sure, you don't want to come to one of my dinners.
No, not one of those. I'm not one of those.
I'm telling
Because
you,
I'm
it's
a
different.
woman, but I share their opinions.
Wow. Well, we certainly had a wonderful time today. I'm so excited for everyone to see the incredible Thanksgiving Day parade that we have going on.
We are so excited. We are
Just
so.
do a couple more floats before we go.
Oh, okay.
I know some you guys are not talking about yet.
Okay,
and I
let's
really
talk about a
wanna get
couple
to
more.
it.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, of course,
You both go. Everybody go.
for the Red Robin float, we have the musical stylings of Kate Trinata featuring that group of Indian children that play games on TikTok. For basic supplies and nutrients.
Yes. Followed by
for corn oil or something else?
Yes.
Corn oil milk?
Trump, Kamala, that kind of thing. Yes, we have all those boys.
all those boys follow and this float is followed by, of course, the Home Depot do-it-yourself balloon. That is a bunch of people blowing up a balloon live. So we're doing it live. And they will be walking down the street huffing and puffing. And by the end of the parade, that balloon will be all the way inflated. And it will be carrying Adam Lambert singing
Yay!
Baby, It's Cold Inside. The balloon. Yes, exactly. Parentheses, the balloon.
What else? And what other floats have you guys heard?
I heard the big one. I mean, I don't want to name names, but one super group is getting back together.
It's the Medmen.
It's the Medmen.
We're dancing under the Medmen.
Yes, the brothers who founded the weed dispensary in Los Angeles.
That's what I thought that
Medmen.
The
was.
super group, the Medmen.
Super group,
And
the
now
Medmen.
they are pivoting. They will be boy banding themselves, and they will be smoking a little bit of that good stuff.
Can I also bring up a big thing that we haven't even touched, where you guys got a lot of ideas that Snoop Dogg was kind of walking around the Olympics, and you guys hired this great celebrity to walk around the Macy's Day Parade to just kind of get clips. Who was it?
Yes, we are sending Al Franken to walk around and sort
Uncanceled. Amazing.
Yes, we uncanceled him. We made sure we pulled a lot of strings to get him uncanceled in
We
the
did the
general public
paperwork.
eye. Yes, he did
Yeah,
the paperwork.
So we're
He's
really happy to
uncanceled.
have him. It's going to be a fantastic, fantastic year. And of course, I'm in charge of finding the Santas. Santas this year is, of course, David Daniels from Kansas City, Missouri. You might know him from being a truck driver for Walmart, but this year he's Santa Claus.
Yes, and he hula hoops. That was his talent portion that
hula
he sent
hoops.
us. He hula hoops.
And he won't be mic'd, but he will be at one of your dinners.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited for him. He's reached out and is very interested in these dinners.
Yeah.
So much so that I have to keep on saying no.
His
what about
truck is fun, by the way. There's a couch in there.
Wait a second.
There's a
Truck
couch
is
in there?
fun?
His
I
truck-
know somebody that's looking for a partner.
My boat.
We should set his truck up with Stiz's boat.
I don't know. I think my boat's more into Gene Smart's float.
You know,
You
yeah,
know
your
what I
boat,
mean.
honestly, this is a middle America truck, and your boat is literally a coastal elite.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
not a match, but
Sad
Nothing
when shit
screams
doesn't work out
coastal
like
elite
that.
like a houseboat on a pool.
if opposites attract, it might work out. But I don't know.
Sure.
I
What about
heard
the Vaseline snow slide?
The
That's there.
Vaseline snow
That's there.
slide.
That's
Yes.
gonna be
What
there.
about it?
I heard
That's-
you guys have Daniel Powder coming back to sing "Have a Bad Day," but it's "Have a Thanks Day."
Yes.
Have a thanks day. Yes, so it's
I hate that song.
It's Thanksgiving. It is have. So you had a thanks day. You're passing one round.
Yeah.
You having thank yous, and you're singing the song. It's not quite as good as wet. It's
No.
not quite as good as wet.
Yeah, that one was really good.
But I worked
It's
with
our red
Daniel.
herring. That's what in Nights Out they do. Knives Out they do red herrings.
So you saying someone's gonna die this year
No,
at the parade?
no,
no.
What's the mystery then?
The
Wet.
mystery is
Wet?
how.
What? Question mark? What?
You said there's a killer or
What?
someone.
There's a
No.
killer.
We
That
were
you have to
inspired by
figure out-
Knives Out to add a mystery, and the mystery is clues that reveal the theme, which is Wet Christmas.
So that's
Yes,
the theme.
and I said killer, but what I meant was a killer theme. What is the killer theme of this
So what are the
amazing
clues
play?
that you're gonna give away to reveal that it's wet?
Very good question. We are going to have Adam Lambert drink a little bit of water during his performance. Then we are going to have.
That's the clue. Hang on, I have to stop you because you've got so many big water brand floats. It's not clues. It's like if I was telling you to guess who I'm thinking of, and I go rhymes with Smoopy.
Snoopy.
Exactly.
Snoopy, yes.
I'm sorry, but I think you're onto something, and I'm gonna go for it and say it.
Thanks for
Sometimes I
apologizing.
think you two are bad at your job,
Oh.
Oh,
and
well,
sometimes I don't know who's hiring you and why it's you guys.
And I've been wondering that this whole time.
I would like to thank you so much for your feedback. And as a boss, I love hearing feedback, constructive or deconstructive.
I read The Leadership of Radical Candor, and I think it's very valuable.
Yes.
You're
So-
not even gonna be here next year. You're filling in for Hoda.
I'm doing both.
Wow.
You simply can't do both.
Yes, I will. I'll be calling, and I'll be back and forth and back
So
and
you
forth.
finally took my job, huh? Oh, how the tides have turned. The
Sometimes
guys
I
will
think-
love to hear about this.
I don't think either of these were your job.
Sometimes I think if us three went on our own and all the artists just left the leadership, we could have our own parade.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Whenever they get a whiff of
Actually,
unionization.
I'm hearing unionizing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Uh-oh, you're busted.
Okay.
You're
you,
busted.
You pulled my arm. Free after dinner mints.
Yay!
After dinner mints.
This has been Artists on Artists
They're
on Artists
already
on Artists. Answering the question, now that's what we call it, show business. Good night, Hollywood.
And if you want more, you can go on our Thanksgiving Patreon for Thanksgiving bonus shows and other Thanksgiving content.
That's right. We
Sign
have a
up.
Our Patreon and a Thanksgiving Patreon.
So sign up for a
And the link
Thanksgiving
to both
Patreon.
of them is right in a bio.
And thank you to
somewhere.
our guest, Kimia.
We love Kimia. We love you guys. Bye.
Yay, bye.
At the beautiful Dynasty Typewriter.
Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists is an improvised Hollywood roundtable podcast created, performed, and produced by Kylie Brakeman, Jeremy Colhane, Angela Giartana, and Patrick McDonald. Music is by Gabriel Ponton. The opinions expressed in this podcast do not reflect the opinions of anyone who works on it, not even the performers, because this is an improvised podcast and we're stupid. Full video versions of AOA are available on YouTube, so please like and subscribe, and leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Good night, Hollywood.